Good evening and welcome to Banana Slug News. I'm Betsy Sachs.
And I'm Noah Shamo. I'm sure you're all sitting comfortably on your couches now that midterms are done. We're here to fill you in on what you missed while your noses were in the books. Here's what's news. If you're a patron of the dining halls, you've probably noticed the lack of peanut butter at the sandwich stations. Why is our favorite snack time staple MIA? With the story is Keith Schutte.
When the peanut butter disappeared from the dining halls on campus, students had mixed reactions.
I did notice when the peanut butter went missing. However, peanut butter is one of the only things I brought to college because I didn't like the peanut butter in the dining hall anyway.
It's because of salmonella in the peanut butter, correct?
Yes.
I don't really know too much about the peanut butter recall. I hear
okay.
No, I have not heard about the peanut butter recall.
I don't eat peanut butter, but I notice it.
Both students and the university rely on others to stay informed and look after their best interest.
I think it's from an email. My mom probably sent it to me. Well, I heard about it in the email, and then probably like later that week or the next week after, I saw a note in the dining hall somewhere.
I heard there's a recall and it has to do with salmonella, but that's about all I know. I tried to look it up, but then I kind of lost interest. Yeah.
Actually from the news online. So I was checking my mail and there was this little news column and they were talking about things going on. And I said, oh, that's interesting. Good thing I don't really like peanut butter.
We saw the news headlines on a recall, and then our grocery vendor, which is a local company, Ledyard, they're always very much informed on any kind of issues with food issues. So they're a very good partner, and they immediately notified us that there was a recall on peanut butter. They're checking into where we get our peanut butter and peanut products from to see if there's any connection. So we knew probably within 24 hours of the initial public information that there was a problem.
There are many fears surrounding the peanut butter situation. However, the main question is the food in the dining hall safe?
I think the kind of unusual coincidence was the norovirus that went around at almost exactly the same time. So it was kind of hard to distinguish, were people getting food poisoned or was it the norovirus? And as it turned out, it was the norovirus. And that's kind of feeding into one of the reasons we're still not serving peanut butter, is that the virus is not, it seems to have gone away, but we don't want people to be concerned that they're getting food poisoning when they might be just getting flu season, viruses, it's midterms, all the kind of typical stuff that a student goes through right now, creating this anxiety over being poisoned. Just, we need to remove that from the mix.
I've seen from the ingredients list that they post, it doesn't seem like there's anything terribly harmful, but of course I'm always for trying to use as much organic produce as possible.
It's all right. I mean, what are you going to do? Dining hall.
It's one item. I think it's just in everybody's best interest that we just keep it off the shelves for now until we can really almost get that 100% assurance. It's safe. Every product's okay. Nothing is out there that could cause anybody some illness. So I think it's, this kind of discussion that we are always acutely aware of food safety and our practices, our training. Our training standards are way above industry standards.
The fears of salmonella and peanut butter are widespread. However, it seems that our health and safety are not entirely out of our hands. Whether it's the personal hygiene of students or the national health and safety standards, everyone can do their part to stay informed and stay safe. This is Keith Schutte reporting.
Thanks, Keith. The legal age to buy and consume alcohol is 21. However, many students have been conveniently reaching this age at a minor cash expense. Fake IDs have always been popular. However, recently they've been growing in frequency. Here to further the story is DJ James.
Hi, and good afternoon. This is Donald James reporting for Banana Slug News about fake IDs. Whereas it used to be, students had to find someone as old or older than the legal drinking age to buy them alcohol, they're now taking this role into their own hands by increasing their age at the expense of only a small sum of money. For around $120 to $200, depending on quality and features, fake identification cards can be made to make students seem whatever age they want to be from wherever they want to be. However, fake IDs are nothing new and have been around for years. However, recently, bars, clubs, and all alcohol vendors have been paying closer attention to people's IDs due to the fact that they're gaining massive popularity, and if caught selling alcohol to minors, their liquor license can be revoked. The increase in fake IDs comes as no surprise considering the amount of online literature that can give a very, very skilled person with Photoshop ideas of how to make a fake ID. To find out reasons why a student would want a fake ID, the risks and rewards of having one, I interviewed a few students whose IDs said they were 21 when they're actually only 18. Here with us today is a student who's previously owned a fake ID. Let's find out some more information about what exactly he was trying to do with it. So how old were you when you got your first fake ID?
Personally, I was 17 years old when I first purchased my fake ID.
Okay. And about how much did it cost?
Not too much for me because I had a lot of friends that made them, but I think roughly around $80 to $100. But they run up to $200, $300 for good ones.
Okay, wow. Now, what was the main reason you got a fake? Was it peer pressure? Did you just want to hang out with some older guys? Did you like the bar scene?
Probably a combination of everything, really, DJ. It all started just because a lot of friends of mine were above 21 that I hung out with, and a lot of other friends had fake IDs, and peer pressure just kind of got right into me, and next thing I knew, I had to get one. I needed the alcohol and wanted to get into the club.
Okay, so how many fake IDs do you think you've seen at your time while working here?
I haven't seen any IDs that I knew for a fact were fake, but there was a time when a guy came in and attempted to buy beer using an ID that was my sister's friend's. So I just looked at him and was like, "You're not Aaron."
Okay, so in that situation, what would happen to the ID that you confiscate? Like, is there any incentive for you to confiscate an ID that you know is a fake?
The law says if you know it's a fake, the law says to confiscate it. Oftentimes is the case is you can be suspicious enough of an ID not to sell them beer, but not positive enough to know that it's a fake ID that you can take it from them, you know.
In conclusion, it can be seen why a fake ID is such a popular commodity in the college community. Students are using them no longer to just purchase alcohol, but to hang out with their friends and social interaction. This is Donald James from Banana Slug News, signing off.
Thanks, DJ. According to BBC News, on Tuesday, February 10th, the U.S. Senate passed an economic stimulus plan expected to cost some $838 billion. The Democratic-controlled Senate voted 61 to 37 to approve the measure, with few Republicans opting to back it. On a different note, hitchhiking has become fairly common for much of the UCSC student population. What are the reasons for this often unsafe form of commuting? All students have different reasons for hitchhiking, but they all agree on one thing. Here with more is Maria Vega.
Hello, this is Maria reporting from the different bus stops located here in UCSC to investigate why it is that students hitchhike. Here in UCSC, we have different bus stops all throughout campus in which students usually wait to take the bus, while others decide to hitchhike. Do you hitchhike? If so, how often?
I do hitchhike. I probably only do it about once a month, though.
Okay. I never hitchhiked before because especially I'm a freshman, so I don't hitchhike. Not yet, but maybe like by estimate, no. If it's like in the future, I might do this once, maybe, but only when like I needed to or something.
What is the reason that you've hitchhiked?
There weren't any buses that were coming around at the time, so me and my friend decided to hitchhike to downtown Santa Cruz.
Is there a particular reason why you hitchhike?
Because I don't think the transportation services on campus are adequate enough.
Usually because the buses take a long time sometimes, so if you want to get back to campus, it's quicker.
Yeah, it takes a really long time. We've been waiting out there for like as numerous buses pass by, so sometimes it's easier and it's really cold.
How common do you think hitchhiking is here on campus?
I think it's probably more common than most colleges. I see quite a few people trying to hitchhike to get either back home or to their class or something.
I think especially at this school, it's not local where you can just walk off campus, so I think it's common, and I hear a lot of my friends do it, and they haven't had any problems with it.
Do you feel that if there was a different campus transit operations, that students will still hitchhike?
Maybe if there were more buses that went downtown. It seems like the population of the school has grown. I've only been here for a year, but it seemed like it's grown a lot within the last year. So if there were more like transit buses and things that just cars that went downtown, it probably wouldn't be a problem.